Hi, I'm Graham Hunt with Downtown Tactical.
And I'm Micah with Downtown Tactical.
And if you saw our previous video, you saw that we had mentioned in there, or you heard us mention in there, that we had big news.
Giant news.
Yeah, big news. But that was big news, but this is bigger news. This is
Huge. It's huge.
News.
You're going to love it. We all love it. Everyone loves it.
It's bigly news. So what is this news? Well, these two personalities we're gonna be on the radio.
On the radio.
On the radio.
Live and on the air.
Live and on it. It really is live, and it really is on the air.
Mm-hmm.
But to make this happen, we have the deal. We have everything squared away. We have the radio show. It's for an hour. It's right after Dave Ramsey, right before Michael Medved, and the show is going to talk about, well, firearms-related gear, equipment, training. What else?
Just everything a growing boy needs to know how to get into a concealed carry lifestyle and how to prepare yourself, your family, in case of a critical incident.
Tips, tricks, gear that works, doesn't work, right fitting a firearm, what kind of training is out there.
Mm-hmm. So what we're trying to do, what we need to do, is we need to find good, solid sponsors.
We do.
We need to find people, companies that have solid products that want to come and be a part of what we're doing. We're going to be doing on-air interviews. We can do recorded interviews. For all of our sponsors, we'd be happy to do that. Be happy to tag you in our radio segments. Have you be a regular weekly sponsor. We would love to see that happen. So anybody out there,
let's back up for a second. You said we want sponsors that have really good products. What do we mean by really good products? Let's talk about that for a second.
Okay.
Because we're not looking for your run-of-the-mill stuff, right?
No.
We're looking for, for those of you that are Tactical Response alumni, we're looking for gear, equipment, ammunition, firearms that meet the training requirements of the everyday professional. We are looking for gear.
Right here, Tactical Response, right here.
Right. So we're looking at sponsors that we have tested, the alumni have tested. I'm going to name a few. This isn't any pressure for them, but we're looking for Fiocchi, we're looking for Surefire, we're looking for NSR, Green Force Tactical, medical supplies.
Excess sites, medical supplies. We're looking at solid slings, clothing.
Yep. Packs, gear, equipment.
All that.
And let's say that you're a Second Amendment enthusiast and you like Second Amendment enthusiasts coming into your business, but you don't have a whiz-bang gadget thing that supports this industry. We want you too, because we want to make sure that people know about you. For those of us in this industry, we know the places that are not gun friendly. We know the places that don't like our kind of people coming around. So we would like to potentially have you as sponsors too. And when we say sponsors, what are we talking about? Micah made mention to on-air interviews. So we're offering on-air interviews. We're offering radio ads. We're offering like sponsorships for exclusive spots, like the news today of this show is brought to you by fill in the blank, or the phones today, because there's going to be opportunities for you guys to call in and ask questions about gear, equipment, firearms, whatever it may be, training, tips, tricks, hints, that kind of stuff. So the phones could be sponsored by X. We're trying to find those kind of places. To put on this radio show, there's a cost, and we're hoping that you guys can help us cover that cost, but also, some of the demographics of the station. We have 60,000 listeners. We have, that's like local, 60,000 listeners.
Local.
That doesn't include the 22 states that have subscribers that listen via the app for streaming. The typical radio listener is 35 plus. You have a percentage of men and women. If you want these specific numbers, we can give you those numbers. But it's pretty awesome. And as I mentioned, we'll be on right after Dave Ramsey. It's an hour-long show, and what is the show going to talk about? We've kind of briefed on it, but everyday stuff that the firearm enthusiast is going to have to deal with. How not to be tactical, but to actually know here's the gear and equipment that work. We'd like to have, if you're working for an ammunition company, we'd love to have you come in and talk about your new products, talk about the ballistics of the products, some sciencey stuff.
Sure. Science is great.
Yeah, sciencey stuff. What else? Like medical stuff.
Yeah, medical. If you are a producer of quality medical equipment or a distributor, if you have a business that sells it, we are the only tactical shop in Springfield that carries medical. Okay, we are the only one.
And like real medical. I'm not talking boo-boo kits.
Right.
We're talking trauma kits.
As far as trauma kits, we are the only shop in Springfield that carries that equipment. This is a message that we need to get out there because everyone knows you're going to use medical more than you ever use a gun. So this is something that we'll be focusing on during the show. We want people to be prepared and aware of their surroundings and ready to be their own first responder.
Absolutely. And if you're not local to Springfield, that's okay. There's the option that you can call into the station. We have a private line that you can call in and interview over the phone. The interviews we're planning on 15-minute interviews, probably 2 per hour, 1 in the first half hour and 1 in the second half hour. But I think we're basically the only radio show in the area that's going to talk about all of the details of the firearm industry, focused specifically on the firearm industry. There are some other folks that I know that talk about get a gun, get training, get insurance, but we're going to dive much deeper. We're going to dive much deeper. If you've got a product that you want us to test out at our range with our students, we'll happily take that on and take a look at it. But we're looking right now. This is a call to action to our viewers to help us find some sponsors because we need some of those guys. So tag them in the video, shoot them a copy of the video, do something. Tag them in the comments. I suppose they can't tag in the video.
No, not necessarily in the video.
Sometimes I open my mouth and things just thinking faster than I can speak, I guess. But
yeah, if you know anybody, if you are familiar with anybody in the industry that would like some exposure on a platform like this, please have them get a hold of us. We're easy to find. DowntownTactical.com, right here in Springfield, Missouri. If you know either one of us on a social media platform, feel free to reach out and talk with us because we'd love to speak with you.
And guys, we need your help fast. The show, we're planning on hopefully having this launch in February. I know right now many of you guys are going to SHOT Show and you've got a lot of stuff that you're planning to make the show a success, and I understand that. But we're looking to get this moving pretty darn fast. We've been offered it. We're ready to sign the contract and have the hour show commitment, but we need some sponsors lined up for radio advertisements, sponsoring different segments of the show, that kind of stuff. So for details, give us a call, shoot us a message, downtowntactical.com. The phone number here, 417-310-1940. What else can are we missing anything?
I think that just about covers it.
You want these two personalities on the air.
Come on.
Come on.
You want to hear us.
You do. You want to hear us. And you want 60,000 people to hear us talking about this every single day. Every single week. The show is on Tuesdays at 4 to 5. And I'll give all the radio stuff later. We're actually planning on probably a few of the times that we're on the air, we'll be doing like live streaming at the same time so that people can see and potentially interact, because we won't have the phones open all the time, but it's very new. So if you have topic ideas, go ahead and put them in the comments on here. We'll be setting up an email that you can email those directly to related to the show so they don't get mixed in with the day-to-day emails, the sales emails, and warranty emails, that kind of stuff. We'll have one specifically set up for the show, but it's going to be the Downtown Tactical Show.
That's right.
Yep, and you can be a part of it. This is going to be a big thing. It's going to be
huge. It's going to be huge.
Thanks, guys. Graham Hunt, Downtown Tactical.
Micah Mays, Downtown Tactical.